Hi, my name is Mandy Lange and I work for MultiChoice Support Services, assisting the Executive Head of Media Operations. Today, I'd like to speak about the value of emotional intelligence for personal assistants and give examples of emotional intelligence in the workplace. First, it's important to understand what emotional intelligence means. It is the ability to recognize, understand, and channel your own emotions and those around you in different environments and situations, and to be able to solve problems, make decisions, as well as communicate effectively. Scientific journalist, author, and psychologist Daniel Goleman popularized the concept of EI in his book, What Makes a Leader. He identified 5 key components that make up EI, being self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Before I dive deeper into the value of emotional intelligence for PAs, I'd like to speak about the significant areas of EI. There are 5 significant areas of EI, which are self-awareness, which entails being aware of how you are feeling, self-management, this is being able to manage your own emotions, social skills, this is understanding how you react to different social interactions or situations. Empathy, which is the ability to connect with others and navigate those relationships. And lastly, motivation. This is our personal drive to improve and achieve commitment to our goals, initiative, or readiness to act on opportunities, and optimism and resilience. A PA who has high EI understands the above 5 components, either instinctively or through training and practice. By applying these thought processes to how they work, a PA is able to represent their manager and the business in the best possible light. Being aware of your own emotions and understanding your leaders at the same time means you can identify the best way to communicate with them to deliver the outcome, when to leave them alone, when they need advice or a trusted confidant, or you step in and support without them having to say it. Emotions are what makes us all human, but being able to understand and recognize our own reactions and triggers, as well as those of the people around us, allows us to be able to adapt for the benefit of both ourselves and others. One of the key components, being empathy, enables you to identify with and understand the viewpoints, wants, and needs of those around you. Empathic people make great assistants because they pick up on the emotions of others and relate to them, which allows them to see problems from different perspectives and make objective decisions. I'd like to share the following 2 short videos, each of which depict emotional intelligence. The first video is an example of how a person lacks EI. I'm sure most of you know the sitcom The Office, which depicts the boss, Michael Scott, as a delusional manager who leads a team of average Joes that most companies can relate to. Let's watch the clip to see examples of how he interacts with his team.
You do this, you know.
Do what?
You romanticize things.
I don't romanticize. No.
Michael, you cried at that tagline for a movie you made up.
He had no arms or legs. He couldn't see, hear, or speak. This is how we led a nation.
Hesitating them. I mean, what kind of quality of life do we have there?
I would want to live with no legs.
How about no arms? No arms or legs is basically how you exist right now, Kevin. You don't do anything.
All right, well, let's get back to it.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
That is a $200 plasma screen TV you just killed! Good luck paying me back on your $0 a year salary plus benefits, babe!
As seen in the video you just watched, Michael's deficiencies in EI are in plain view. Michael's biggest problem suffers from a tremendous lack of self-awareness, so much so that even when he's trying to do right by his employees, his actions are muddied by his own self-interest. This, coupled with his inability to self-manage, you end up with a manager who doesn't recognize when his own behavior is problematic and isn't able to stop himself in the rare instance that he knows better. In the second video, it gives an example of how to be emotionally intelligent. In The Big Bang Theory, we see the character Sheldon Cooper, who is unable to accurately recognize other people's emotions and lacks EI. He lacks in effective empathy as well. Even when he does know what other people are feeling, he rarely comes up with an emotionally appropriate response. We then have the character Penny, whose confidence and high EI allow her to ignore his frequent insults. Let's watch the video.
Look, you may not be as academically inclined as are we. Yes, that's how you say it. But you possess an intelligence I envy, which leads me to my answer. I would choose the ability to read people's minds.
Well, I can't read people's minds. Actually, that's not true. I can read men's minds, but only because it's usually the one thing.
When are we going to get robot eyes?
You're all alike.
Well, what I meant was, I often misinterpret how others are feeling. Like, I can't always tell if someone is only joking or laughing at me. You know, like if they're mad at something I've done or just in a bad mood. It's incredibly stressful.
Really? You always seem so confident.
Well, I'm not. And if I could read people's minds, life would be so much simpler.
Well, now I wish I had the ability to make that stuff easier for you.
Well, thank you.
Wow, I just felt this wave of affection for you.
As seen in this video, Sheldon is displaying his vulnerability, and instead of Penny merely showing him sympathy, she dives deeper in allowing her EI to display empathy as to how Sheldon is actually feeling. She's able to recognize and manage her own emotions as well as understand how Sheldon is feeling and offer him support and allow him to feel acknowledged and valued. EI plays a key part in resolving disputes in healthy and constructive ways. Practicing self-regulation helps to give people the ability to stay calm and in control in difficult situations. This is highly valued in the workplace because the more we can keep our emotions channeled in the right direction, the more we are likely to achieve a professional goal and maintain good professional relationships. Some examples of showing EI in the workplace is communicating effectively and respectfully to your co-workers or manager. This can help demonstrate EI. If you are cautious with your words and take time to understand your colleagues' and managers' feelings before speaking, it can lead to more productive conversations and help build stronger relationships. Strong communication also means avoiding making negative and critical comments because you understand that they can decrease morale. Another example is listening effectively. When you listen actively, it shows you respect the speaker and are empathetic towards them. Active listening can help you better perceive and respond to emotions, and it's often essential to listen actively during meetings, discussions with colleagues, as well as discussions with your manager. Listening effectively can also help build trust and strengthen your relationships. As a PA, you're likely to encounter situations where it's necessary to take the lead. Managing situations with calmness and self-control is another way you can show EI. Also, taking accountability of your mistakes allows you to reflect on your past actions, to identify what brought about the situation so that you can ensure that it doesn't repeat itself. You can handle future issues better when you take the time to learn from the past. In closing, having strong emotional intelligence skills enables you and those around you to thrive, become more effective, and reach your full potential. It is a superpower that everyone at any point in their career can work on. Thank you.